Alright guys, so we're checking out the Potensic Atom SE. This is a camera drone, sub 250. It's kind of competing with the DJI Mini. And this one is the Fly More combo. Here comes with a nice case. I'll get everything out here and show you in a second here. So it runs about 250, comes with 2 batteries, and I'll have a link to an unboxing video down in the video description if that's what you're interested in. Obviously it comes with documentation, extra cables, all that kind of stuff. If you're just interested in the 1 battery version, no case, it's gonna run about 200 bucks, give or take, depending what coupons are on Amazon. So check the link down in the video description for the latest prices. But yeah, pretty standard stuff here. Budget, drone. Your case here, you got your controller and cable that connects to your phone. Obviously it expands to different phone sizes, which is nice, and you have your little sticks that screw in like so. Pretty standard there. Got your photo button here, video button here, gimbal here. I'll show you that here in a second. USB-C, has a built-in battery, power button right there. Yes, pretty standard remote. Drone over here, and the battery's just kind of I think they just slide out. Here's a little notch, slides out here. USB-C charging. It comes with a USB-C cable, but not a power brick. So you obviously something like your phone charger will work just fine. There, you got your micro SD card slot here. Arms just fold out like so, front arms, and then we'll do the back arms like that. So sub 250, pretty, it looks almost exactly like a DJI Mini. You got your sensors here for altitude on the bottom. No other sensors that I'm aware of. Might be mistaken on that one. I don't think there's any obstacle avoidance sensors at this price point. Folding propellers, of course, similar size motors to like the Mini. You have a 2-axis gimbal on here, and it's all dampened, so it has a stabilized image on the pitch axis, but not on the roll axis. So you'll see that in the video, but it is electronically stabilized. It's 4K video. Power button here to turn it on, and it shows your LEDs for the battery level. You do have to download an app onto your phone. It's called the Potensic Pro app, and then that'll let you connect the phone to the controller and then get video from the drone. So let's go ahead and I'll connect all that up here. I'm going to turn on the controller. I'll turn on the drone. Alright, so I turned on a screen recording on the phone so you guys can see what's going on here. So open up the app, and I wonder if I can skip this registration. Let's see here. Doesn't look like I can skip this, so I'll have to register. Okay, so we have to click on this thing to review required content, tutorial, instructions. Shows you how to connect. Okay. Enter device. Alright, so it needs to obtain the flight location. Sure, while using the app. Okay, finally, we're in the device now. We have to do a compass calibration. So just rotate the drone like so. And just following the images on the screen there. Alrighty. Takeoff permitted, and we have video. So you can see here as I shift the drone on the roll axis, even on the pitch axis, it is not, it's electronically stabilized, but you can see it as the drone is moving around, the video is moving around. So we'll see that in flight as well. So we hit the button here on the screen. Let's take off and swipe. There it goes, takes off right away. As GPS lock for return to home. It's a little bit windy, it's about 5-mile-an-hour wind, 10-mile-an-hour wind coming from behind me. But when the drone is stationary, it looks very stable. The image is quite rock solid. Let me actually do recording here on the SD card instead of just on the phone screen. So let's just just fly it around a little bit here. I'm just flying a line of sight. You can kind of see how it behaves. The altitude does drift a little bit, so it kind of fell down a little bit. Yeah. So it flies pretty decently, but you can tell that it's not a 3-axis gimbal. It's electronically stabilized, and you're basically flying it kind of manually. So I'm going to do a little zoomy here manually. And I mean, as long as you're in a sort of a constant motion, it looks pretty good. And obviously when it stopped there, it kind of got a little herky-jerky motion there. But if you're going in kind of one direction, in a constant direction, it does seem to be pretty stable. But as you make any sort of sudden stops, changes in direction, you get that. You can see how the video is there side to side. So that obviously not a very good selling point. But if you just kind of maintain a certain, this is, I'm just kind of going back at a certain constant angle and speed, pretty decent. It looks nice and stable. But then as I stop there, you can see you get that kind of jerk. So you can get somewhat decent footage, but you're going to be probably doing a lot of sort of post-editing, cutting and pasting. It's pretty fast, actually. So I'm going to go sideways here, and I'm tracking it visually. And now I'm going full speed. So, okay, so that was about half speed before. Now this is full speed. Let's go full speed the other way. You can see the angle of the video there. It is matching the angle of the drone to maintain that speed. It is going quite fast. Let's bring it back towards me here at full speed. And you can see how it stops. Almost hit that pole there. Let's bring it down. Let's see if I can get some more detailed sort of video of these goals here, these soccer goals. Let's bring it closer. And raise it up. So I'm just looking at it on my screen here, level of detail of the video itself in terms of the camera. It looks pretty good in terms of the visual quality. And if I just do a very slow side motion, you can't control speed by just moving the stick in a very small amount of way, like so. So that does work. Let's bring it back towards me. Yes, I'm going a lot faster here. Huge amounts of angle. And let's see how the gimbal looks when I move it down. So this is how it looks, adjusting the gimbal up and down. So yeah, it is quite, you can see a lot of the movement of the drone there when you move the gimbal. Let's see here. Let's put this above me. So it's pretty much right above me. Try and line this up. And I'm going to send it away. Straight up. I'm not going to go too high. Just give me an idea of what the speed is like up and down. Let's go down, full speed. If you go full speed there, you can kind of see a little bit of shaking there, and it's a prop wash. But just come down pretty quickly. But obviously, if you want better video, you're going to want to just take kind of easy on the controls and just go a little bit slower. Let me just send it away here. Then move that gimbal back up. There we go. Let's see if there's any other sort of intelligent features on here. Alright, so I attempted to do some of the intelligent flight features here, and to be honest, for this drone, this price point, these features don't work that great. And instead of trying to make this drone something that's really not, you know, they're trying to make it like a DJI, which it isn't. I recommend not using these features. They're okay, but the videos that you're going to get out of it are going to be pretty, I don't know, in my opinion, not that useful. It'd be better to just fly it manually, and you'll probably get better results. And I figured I'd use the rest of this video to show you how to maximize what you can get out of this drone given its limitations at this price point, because the video quality is pretty decent at this price point. You know, if you're just going to get the one battery version, it's about 200 bucks, and yeah, if you can fly it on a calm day with not a lot of wind, you're going to get some pretty decent results. So it's going to fly it around here. And I think one of the things that I've noticed is that because it doesn't have a 3-axis gimbal, you can fly this around like an FPV mode. So it's almost like an FPV drone. So I'm actually, you know, flying it around right now. You get that sort of FPV look with the tilt. And we just follow this lawnmower guy. I think this is going to be more useful in terms of the kinds of videos that you can get here. So actually this is kind of going kind of slow. So I'm getting a little bit of jitter here. And now no video. I am disconnected. Hopefully the return to home is going to come back. Now it says I'm connected again, but I have no video. Now it's returning to home. And there it comes. I can see it right above me. So I wasn't very far away and I lost signal in that direction. Let me pull that gimbal down. See, there I am down there. So it's coming down. I can adjust the landing position with the joysticks, but I'm gonna hit up on the joystick here, and that appears to stop the return to home. So I'm gonna continue to fly it, and let's put the gimbal back up. And I just wanted to demo just kind of flying it FPV style. And you get that sort of tilt angle. So if you kind of prefer those FPV style type of drones, not a bad option. So if you want a little bit more cinematic video, you can go into the settings here. And it's in this normal mode here. You can go to this video mode, which will slow the drone down and make the sticks a little bit more not as sensitive. Let's give that a try here. But just do a quick little demo here of a little bit more controlled flying here. And pointed at myself. Kind of flopping back a little bit. And you can have all, a bit slower motions here in this video mode, which is going to give you a little bit better video in terms of smoothness. So basically just slows the drone down so you can capture a little bit smoother looking video. You can try something with this light pole here. Can go up kind of slow, and we'll see if I can go around the pole slowly. So this is all manual flight. So I'm going to try to keep the pole in the middle while going up. And try and pan around the pole at the same time. So it's possible to do these kinds of things manually, although, this is all manual flight here, so it's going to require some practice and skill to do this kind of video. And you get kind of shots like that by doing things manually, so not too bad. And then do a little pullback shot. So yeah, overall, not bad at this price point for about 200 bucks for this kind of drone. I think the thing I'm most impressed with is the camera, and that's probably where all the money went. Obviously, to add a 3-axis gimbal, that's going to probably double the price, and at that point, you might as well look at something like a Mini 3. That's going to be around that price point. But it's definitely possible to get decent video out of this if you spend some time practicing with the drone. But also at the same time, it is what it is, and try and get the most out of it for what you in terms of what you want to spend. Also, this is a good first drone in terms of you might want to just get something to practice with and not worry about losing it, versus going straight out and buying a DJI for $1,000 and then potentially losing it. This might be good enough for what you need to do. Anyway, that's going to cover for this video. Got any questions, let me know. I'll have links down to everything in the video description. Talk to you guys in the next video.